They're the sex offender administration. The Trump administration's drastic deregulation of Head Start, a preschool and child care program that helps tens of millions of low-income kids, is generating bipartisan pushback in Congress, including from members within Trump's own party. Trump wants to deregulate Head Start so that private companies can get a head start, gutting it. Congressional Democrats said they're investigating the Trump administration's efforts to deport military service members and their families after the Associated Press found more than 50 active duty troops, spouses, and parents have been detained by immigration authorities. Trump's deporting people serving in the military and their families because he can't deport the worst of the worst. They're serving in his cabinet. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito said he plans to remain on the bench through at least the next session, batting down speculation the conservative justice intends to step down to allow Donald Trump to choose his replacement. Alito, 76, said in an interview, "Obviously I'm here for another term. The grift's too good. I think everyone should know the grift's too good for me to go." The Senate voted 90-6 to pass a short-term funding bill to remove the threat of a government shutdown before the midterm elections. The legislation would keep federal funds flowing through December 11th at existing levels to give time to negotiate a full-year deal. They're hoping voters won't remember the last shutdowns and hold anyone accountable for it. This has been a Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for Monday, August 10th, 2026. The 568th Day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on MindDog TV. Viva the Revolution.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
I guess. It's not really coffee, it's espresso. I wonder.
Damn good coffee and hot.
Yeah.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
That's just a new headphone.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Good morning, folks. It is Monday, August 10th, 2026, and we are headed for a clash of the conspiracy idiots this week. If you don't know, and you probably don't know, right? You know, you don't know. There's a conspiracy theory now that on Wednesday of this week, August 12th, it happens to coincide with a solar eclipse, total eclipse of the sun, a total eclipse of the sun. Where's Bonnie Tyler when you need it? The Earth will lose gravity. People actually believe that. Well, first of all, how would the Earth lose gravity and the stars and Mars doesn't lose gravity? It doesn't make any sense. They have no idea what the frig they're talking about. But here's the thing where it gets interesting for me. Flat Earth conspiracy imbeciles think gravity there is no such thing as gravity. Gravity is made up. It's part of the lie that they tell you to get you to believe in the globe theory. So, I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere along the line, the Earth is going to lose gravity conspiracy imbeciles, and the flat Earth conspiratorial imbeciles are going to have to duke it out this week. And hopefully, I'll get to watch it. Well, it's a couple of days away, so there's no guarantee that I will still be alive a couple of days away, but I hope I am. Anyway, today is called No Bigot Monday. And here's the deal. Ooh, look, I owe a nickel. I don't know, no fucking nickel. I'm sorry about that. We had a bigot scheduled, an Islamophobe scheduled for today, but it also turned out that he booked himself for Thursday. So when I saw that, I said, you know what, let's just put him Thursday. Let GD deal with him, and I don't have to deal with him. So on Thursday, GD will be talking about how the left, the American left, is conspiring with the Muslims to destroy America. And I didn't have the patience for it. I knew I didn't have the patience for it when I was going through it. And it's just like, you know, why did I book this guy? And then I saw you book Thursday. I said, let GD have him. I'll be up painting. Bliss for me. This is the kind of guy I am. If you do me a favor, I will fuck you, and that's what will happen. Anyway, so no bigots today. How about that? Good day for no bigots. Tomorrow, and this is good. My friend Lisa Polizzi, also known as Lily Palili, will be here. The hardest working woman in show business, and we'll talk music, rock music, and tribute bands, and non-tribute bands, and what she does, and how she does it, and why she does it, and who she does it. And anyway, that's the lowdown for you. Today we might get a special guest dropping in, or dropping out, or dropping over, and that would be cool. It's not a bigot, although you never know. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna play you a little commercial just because. Do you want fake money? Listen, I brought 100 to the supermarket yesterday, and the machine wouldn't take it. The machine wouldn't take it, and then the guy wanted to keep my 100. I said, no, I'll take it to the bank. Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to give it back to you. You're allowed to give it back to me. I want it back. Anyway, if I had prop money, I would have just slipped him one of those in exchange, right? Well, anyway, probably.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like, but if you look closer, it's actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It's what is used in movies, TV, music videos, and ads when the script calls for tons of cash or for the bills to be destroyed. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. I got these from propmoney.com. They're the official industry standard. I also got some stacks from different decades, from the 90s, 2000s, and even money bands. You can get full print stacks and even blank filler stacks in any series. They also offer age stacks for a more realistic used look and bills that are fresh off the press like they came straight from the mint. If you want colored bills or custom design bills for any occasion or event, they have you covered. If you need to do a close-up, just put a real bill on top. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the room with me now, speaking of stupid conspiracy theories, I'm starting to believe the conspiracy theory that the Rev. Dr. Jelly Roll, Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, whatever, and G.D. Fenderson are the same person. And here's why I'm going to say that, because they both had dental work at the same time in the same place. Anyway.
You know how many other people had dental work at the same time in the same place where I was?
I'm not saying
they have 16 rooms. They have 16 rooms there, at least 16 rooms. It's like a little tooth factory.
It's just odd how you and him.
So am I also the lady with the lady with the husband and the outside the nagging mother? Am I also her?
I thought you were the babushka lady. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, in the room with me right now, it's a man who is the star of the world's dumbest conspiracy theory, G.D. Fenderson. Good morning, G.D.
Good morning, America. MyDogTV.com. Good morning, Ann in California, Bakersfield. Welcome to the show. Matt, just I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. You are not pixelating, you're freezing up, you're blurry. I didn't know if you wanted to take this time to reset yourself while I talk bad about you. That way you don't have to hear it from
It's
me?
not, and it's nothing I can reset. I have to call
Oh,
a
okay.
cable company today and say, well, stop ripping me off. I'm gonna go switch internet providers.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So it's probably your internet speed,
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. Let me see what I can do here. Can I do anything? Yes, I can do nothing. No, I can do. Is that help? No. No, that's not
Well,
help.
matter of fact, while you were doing that, you froze like
Yeah.
that. So
And
that was even worse. I mean,
I
I
know.
can hear you. I don't, and there's no delay. We're not having a delay between each
You know what?
other.
Maybe I'm just a little blurry anyway. As you know.
Oh, I just took off my Crack the Sky shirt.
Oh.
I
Oh.
did. I just took it off to put this on.
Oh. Oh. There's something going on. You know what? How about back on Mind Dog? Is that better? No, that's not better.
No, it's not better at all. Matter of fact, you weren't even moving.
I'm freezing up. I'm freezing up. Ah,
That's
let's
okay. You
strip.
like the cold, right? You like the cold. You
Yeah.
like the cold and all that goes with it. You like the plowmen, the snow
So
truck drivers.
I just want to. You remember
Is
that
that a
commercial?
spatula? Is that like a paint spatula in your hand so you can
Yes.
put
Yes.
a little
It's a paint knife. Yeah.
paint
Um,
knife?
you know
I don't
they
know why they call it a paint knife. You don't really cut
a
anything with it.
palette
It's
palette
more
knife.
like a yeah, but it should be called a palette spatula because it's more like a spatula, like scooping and spreading, not for like cutting and chopping.
You know, I did get this from the old sponsor of my radio show, Spatula City in Deer Park, New York. Spatula City, they had everything, but you couldn't get ladles there. Yeah, you had to go to Larry's Ladle Land, which was right next door. But Spatula City,
It sounds like
where,
a conspiracy, and they probably have Frank Forks for you after
yes,
beside that, and Sally Spooning.
yeah. So my wife replaced my coffee with this espresso,
Oh, I thought you said with this paint palette.
with this
It's
paint
attached to
palette.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Espresso paint palette. Anyway, you are old enough to remember, and I know you're old enough to remember because you're older than me. But there was a commercial. If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's
It's
parquet.
chiffon.
Parquet.
No, if you think
Yeah.
it's butter, but it's not. It's chiffon.
No, it's parquet. Let's do this. I'm gonna Google it. If you think it's butter, but it's not. If you one fingering picking.
If you're
Anyway,
using one finger to finger your butter, you're a freak.
yeah. If you think it's chiffon, you're right. I'm wrong. Okay.
Put a B on that. You hear that? Matt said I was right. He was wrong
B.
because he didn't have a chance to filter it. He didn't have a chance to
No,
filter it.
I put the B on. So you're right. It's chiffon. So where am I thinking it's parquet? Well, anyway, if you think it's butter,
Parquet is a different commercial.
right? If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's chiffon.
Yeah.
If you think it's cyclospora, but it's not,
It's just the shits.
it's espresso your wife put in the coffee can that made you think you might have cyclospora. Just clearing that up.
It's just the shits. If you think it's
Wait,
diarrhea, but it's not, hey, it's the shits.
it's not just diarrhea; it's explosive diarrhea, which is comes in a espresso jar now. Anyway, don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Just don't do it.
The internet doesn't think we're funny. It cut us both off.
Yeah. So I'm still fuzzy, but it doesn't matter. I'm a fuzzy guy. I was in Bucks County, Pennsylvania for the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't love it. You're familiar with it? It's like lower below Allentown somewhere. I don't know. I don't love it. You love it? Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania's a shitty city. I don't love it. Can I get a I don't love it from the crowd? What crowd? Dan. Good morning, Ann. Can I get an I don't love it? No, Ann loves everything, so she's not going to give it an I don't love it. But I tell you, I don't love it. First of all, there's only one little tiny roads, and they're all road closed, tree down, whatever. Everywhere, it take hours.
Okay, Matt is going to be into damn. And
I'm
so will
having
I. We've got
internet.
we both got interrupted there.
Oh well, it sucks.
Yeah.
I got to call my cable company right now. Should I? They're going to
I
ask me for
guess.
my access code. Well, you have to go online and get. Yeah, how do I find my access code? I'm going to get my access code before I call them. How about that? Um, so, what do you make of this gravity thing? Are you ready to lose
I was
gravity?
totally unaware of it until I heard you talking about part of it during the introduction. I
Uh,
I slept late. I didn't see it in the news. I didn't watch any news all weekend.
well, that's good that you didn't see it in the news. At least the news isn't reporting on bullshit conspiracy theories, so that's a plus.
Yeah,
That's
but it could have talked about the eclipse because you said there was an eclipse coming.
yeah, solar eclipse.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. But then again, I didn't look. I didn't wake up. I didn't start writing the news until 3:30 this morning.
Wow.
No, 4 o'clock. It was 4 o'clock when I started writing the news, and so I didn't have time to go through like entertainment and everything. I just looked through the world news, um, and I grabbed 4 stories. I had 5 stories. Well, I actually had 6 stories, and I cut 2 out. Um,
All right, so let me just say this because it
and said
doesn't
she
make.
was moving all weekend. Didn't you slow down and like maybe sit in
I
a
was
chair?
moving. I was moving a lot this weekend too, more than usual. Um, on Wednesday, August 12th, 2026, a spectacular total solar eclipse will cross the northern hemisphere.
Wait
A
a minute, what
total.
you say September 12th?
Oh, did I say September?
I
August
don't
12th.
know. What, August 12th?
August 12th. That's
Oh,
Wednesday.
okay. September 12th, I was going to panic because
Oh,
I'll be performing
well,
outside.
maybe that's what they meant by loose gravity. But no, it's August 12th, 26. A spectacular solar eclipse will cross the northern hemisphere. A total eclipse will be visible along a path through Greenland, Iceland and northern Spain. How does that how do those Greenland, Iceland and northern Spain? Why are they the only 3 places that will see the total? That doesn't make sense. Does it make sense in any? Can you imagine? I don't know. Why not New York? New York is in the northern. I don't know if you know about New York, but it's in the northern hemisphere. You don't care. You don't even care, do you?
No, no. I was just reading something that Ann wrote. So Ann, first of all, thank you for the Rev. Thanks you for listening, even though you were sick on Sunday from heat sickness. And if he had known, he'd have said a special prayer for you instead of the same prayer he does for everybody, which is get well soon.
I didn't get no special prayer.
Nobody got a special prayer. He didn't know.
I had
Uh,
cyclospora or
you didn't have
cyclospora.
cyclospora.
I had
That's why. That's why his healing prayer didn't work. Because
I, I had spatula spora. Look at this. I'm trying to get a reflection there. A little reflection. It's not working. Heavy Kev gets ripped off on Wednesday. He doesn't get to have a solar eclipse.
this is getting annoying. This popping in and out is getting annoying.
All right, let me call this the cable company. Maybe it'll get better. Usually, it gets better as soon as I dial them. Like, oh, he's on.
Yeah, but why would I drop out also?
Because you were a dropout.
Oh, that's true. And I was a dropout too. Yes.
Yeah, 727-6300. Yes.
Yeah, I was a
Uh,
dropout.
watch
I
this.
didn't
Watch how
I
I.
didn't I didn't I didn't
What?
stay in college like I should have.
Are you calling about the account associated with 631-496-6464?
Yes.
Thanks. Before we continue, we have an important message. As a valued Optimum customer, you're eligible for a free modem upgrade. Our records indicate your current modem should be replaced with newer technology to help ensure you receive the best possible performance, reliability, and speeds. Ask your representative for details during today's call.
Mm, that's it. They fucking you up because they want you to get a new modem.
They suck. Hello? Yes?
How can I help?
Mm.
I hate robots.
Sorry, I didn't catch.
New modem.
One moment, please.
One moment, please.
For security, please say your... Sorry, for your account security, I'll need your access code to continue. You can say or enter your 4-digit code now. Or you can say...
9999.
You can find your access code by logging into your account and going to My
I can't log
Profile
into my
on
account. I need a new modem.
Sorry.
No, you're not sorry. If you were sorry, you'd do something about it.
When you're ready, say continue or press pound.
Continue or press pound.
Okay, sorry.
Told you to say
It looks
it.
like that doesn't match the one I have on file. So let's try again. Please say or enter your 4-digit access code now.
1111.
I'll find someone to assist you. If you would like to add or
That's
modify
it.
your
And
services
Matt wondered
during this
why
call, our experts will
didn't
review
like
these
him.
changes and request your consent before proceeding. Any updates will be sent via email, so please confirm that your email address we have on file is up to date. Thank you.
All right.
Ow, 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 ow.
This is compelling radio, right?
My cat is pinching my leg.
Your cat works for my cable company. Am I still? Yeah, I'm all still blurry. Fuck me and my blurriness.
All of our representatives are busy assisting other
Of course
customers.
they are, because
Please
it's
hold
9
and your call
o'clock
will
in
be
the
handled by
morning.
the next available representative.
I think we're expecting. If it was real country, should be hiding in the closet.
Am I going to get a copyright strike for this
Customer
music?
satisfaction is our #1 goal.
That's a good question.
You may receive a customer satisfaction survey via email.
You have to let another on the
Hi,
air.
thank you for calling Optima. My name is Monica from the billing department. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Huh? What?
Hi, this is Monica from the billing department of Optimum. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Huh? What?
Ask for your first and last name.
Huh? What? Can the internet sucks here. I think is this FiOS? I want to switch from Optimum to FiOS fiber optic, because Optimum's sucking lately.
Let me see. Okay, let's look into this one. I understand that you're quite disappointed with the service of Optimum, but let me go ahead and review your account to see what options that I can provide for you to help you out with this concern. Okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty deaf, man. I don't hear what you're saying. I got a nice spatula knife. Would you like to? Never mind. What are you saying to me? Can you? They're asking me to give an access code. I don't have an access code because I can't log in because my internet sucks.
See. Okay, may I please have your first and last name first?
What? Yeah, sure. What? Okay, no.
I'm asking for your first
Is this
and
a
last
Wendy's?
name.
Is this a Wendy's?
No.
I
need your
a classic with
first
cheese,
and
no
last
pickle or
name.
onion. No. I can't. My internet sucks. Can you make it better? Can I get the new modem? Whatever. Or do I need to go to FiOS? There's questions that need to be answered. People are waiting for answers, and I'm here. I'm here with a spatula, thinking it's a knife.
I see. We can definitely assist you with this one. I just have to have your first and last name.
Matt Napo, Matthew Napo. You could call me Mind Dog like everybody else does. Well, but Matthew Napo, I guess, is my name.
I see. Okay, let me go ahead and verify your account now so that I can have access to it.
I can't log in to get access to it. It doesn't let me log in. This is the. You know what? Could you just fix my internet? I gotta go. I got a radio show to do. And I really can't even do a radio. Well, the audio's working, but and every morning it's the same thing. Reset your modem, blah, 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 blah. All right. To just tell Jim Dolan, because I know Jim well. I used to work with him. You can just tell him that I'm going to Fios, and I'm telling everybody else to go to Fios because this is sucking. My service here just sucks. Can you relay that? Send old Jimbo an email. Say Matt Napo. You remember Matt? He used to work here. He was supervisor of multimedia services for Optimum Brand from 1996 to 2003. You remember him? He says he's going to tell everybody to go to Fios. You tell him that, okay? Have a great day. And what are you wearing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Okay. I don't know if I have internet or not. I almost think I need to go down and reset my modem, which would leave GD alone with no bigot to talk to. Before I even attempt to do that, GD, how do you feel about me dumping a bigot on you on Thursday? You don't even know. He's not going to have his earbuds in. He doesn't have his earbuds in. What kind of guy doesn't have his earbuds in? I would leave my earbuds in all day, all night, Marianne, or something.
No, I don't, because these earbuds are not wireless. I stopped using the wireless ones because I'd have to keep recharging them.
Oh.
And these earbuds do not reach the other room where I had to go.
Yeah. Okay, so the question on the table is, do you see the table? There's a question on the table here.
There's a lot of stuff on my table. There's eye drops, there's lip gloss, lip Blistex, there's an empty pen dispenser.
Is Heavy Kev, before I get to the question that's on the table, is Heavy Kev like racist or something? He said that was a woman was Filipino. Is that a little racist? Because I don't know.
No, it's not racist. I think that's just the way they hear those accents down under.
If you had to guess, and I hate to put you on the spot here, but if you had to guess, what would you say that accent was?
Actually, I wasn't listening, but I would think it was
illegal alien. You're correct.
No,
illegal alien.
Because I don't think they're in the country. I don't think they're in the country, so it's not an illegal alien.
Oh, that's fine.
Matter of fact, your phone call crossed international waters, and with the way they're probably going to arrest you because you were
talking to an illegal alien, a terrorist, a Islamophobic. Anyway, the question on the
that's for Thursday. That's for Thursday.
That's the question on the table. How do you feel about me dumping an Islamophobe on you? Because you're better prepared to deal with an Islamophobe. The guy's a college professor. He teaches Islamophobia in Southern Cal, USC, I believe. He teaches it. So how do you feel?
Well, now that I know, I can take time to look up his course and see what his mission statement is and stuff like that.
He says that, I'll just break it down for you in simple terms, because this is in his pitch, that the left, American left, political left in America, is conspiring with Islam, Muslims, to destroy America.
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
No, of course I don't think it's true.
Well, do you think gravity will be lost on Wednesday?
No, I think it's going to be increased 12-fold, so we'll all be 12 times heavier.
So Heavy Kev is saying call center in Manila, like a Manila envelope? What do you mean? A Thriller in Manila? I don't think so. Maybe, but every time you get it, it's a different accent. So it could be call centers all over the world. It could be anywhere. But why Manila? Why the Philippines? Are they cheap over there? You can get cheap labor. Is that what?
Well, I think we get a lot of our brides from the Philippines. So this way you can audition them on the phone first.
Oh, is my bride from the Philippines? I didn't check.
No, we haven't had that contract that long.
Oh.
Remember, brides used to come from Russia or China. Remember?
I did a lot of that. Not a lot of. when I was goofing off at work, when I worked for Stony Brook, I've goofed off when I worked there. When I was goofing off when I worked for them, I used to go on these Russian bride sites and just mess with these girls because, like, what do you? Plus, I knew one. Yeah, a guy who. What was his name? Damn, I could see his dopey face, but
Donald Trump?
No, it's a guy we used to hang out. Cokehead. He bought himself a Russian
Oh,
bride.
Donald Trump Jr.
Could be. Anyway, he bought himself a Russian bride and brought her to a party, and the party there was coke everywhere, and people and I was playing guitar, and she never saw anybody play guitar before or something. She was just like she was acting like I was all four Beatles at once, and she was just swooning over me like I'm all four Beatles and Elvis. And then she took her panties off and started rubbing her vagina on the back of my neck for some reason.
Your
And the
guitar
guy
neck or your neck?
my neck.
Oh, because if it's a guitar neck, I'd have had to.
No,
She'd have to smack the back of her head.
Right here.
You don't touch.
You can still, no matter how many times I wash it, you can still almost
sticky?
smell it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the guy was getting a little upset, and you could see why. He just paid good money for that Russian bride, and now and my friend's wife started talking sense. We don't do that here, and I'm like, yes, we do. Because she was loose and crazy, and she was thinking this is her first weekend in America.
You had another friend with another wife who didn't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you had two friends. One's wife rubs her vagina on the back of your guitar neck.
And the other one was trying to talk sense into it. No, we don't do it. Because she was not a Russian bride. She was just an American bride, which, they suck. But she was talking, no, we're not sluts here. And I was like, yes, we are. Come on, no, don't ruin it for me. And George was the guy who bought this Russian bride. He was quite upset with me. Like I did something wrong. I didn't tell her to take her panties off. I didn't tell her to rub her vagina on the back of my neck.
The thing is, he's probably had her do that for other friends, and she just didn't know which friends she could and couldn't do it for. I blame him. He should have learned Russian.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should get
because he went ahead and bought a Russian bride. Did not know a lick of Russian, but she did know a lick of Russian, and she tried to.
He didn't know how to lick. He didn't know how to lick a Russian.
Right.
In other words.
So and so she was just showing him.
It's
their
so
customs.
Weird. Like why? Because they were all good looking. I don't know if you know this about the Russian brides. I wonder if it's still in the. But you could just go on the internet and find a hot chick who didn't speak much English at all, and order her. And I don't know how much it would cost, but I guess you'd have to pay their way here, send their family some money or something.
Pretty sure I'm going to freeze up.
I'm surprised that was ever legal.
You froze up. So you froze up right after Hot Russian Bride.
Oh. I usually do.
And then I froze up shortly after that.
I usually do freeze up right after a hot Russian bride. But I can't believe that was ever legal. Is it legal? I don't want to mess up my...
Well, you're not buying the person. You're actually buying the right to negotiate with the person.
But you're given it's kind of like a backdoor way to get them legal status, right?
Well, again... let's just say it's a loophole. It's kind of like
no, she rubbed the loophole on the back of my neck.
I hate to use this analogy because it's going to sound like I'm equating the two, but I'm not. But if you went to the personal ads and you see an ad for an escort service, and they're not selling sex, they're selling company and they're selling companionship. If they're sex, well, that's just a bonus. See, and that's how they got around the escort services got around what they did. And the same with like massage parlors. They don't say they're going to give you a rub and tug. They said they'll give you the Emperor Special or the Emperor
with the
Crab.
happy ending.
Well, yeah, but they don't so they call.
Now you're froze up. Am I froze up or you're froze up? No, you're froze up. No, I'm froze up. No, you're froze up. Okay. Well, so I'll be frozen up.
And I'm frozen up again. Yeah,
we're all frozen
we both got frozen up. So you order the Alaskan king crab leg, and that's what it shows up on your receipt when you get it back, if you paid with a charge card.
Maybe I should dump off the palette knife because maybe this is causing all the froze upness. It thinks I'm an antenna, right?
I don't think anybody would think that you're anything who would improve perception. I don't know if anyone would think that.
So I got to get this shit fixed before tomorrow because I'm sick of. You can't do a show if you got no internet, right? Or can I?
Well, there are plenty of people who do shows over the internet nobody watches. But yeah, they're called live and they're in studio.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, Matthew's iPhone. No, I don't want to be on Matthew's iPhone. Right? Do I? Is that better? No, that's worse. That's worse. That's worse, isn't it? It's much worse. I come back here. I don't know. I just don't know. I give up. So shouldn't I just give up? I should just give up. Wi-Fi settings.
I don't know if I want to try to reconnect. I can try a different device, but I'll still be using wireless internet.
I think I'll try using one of my neighbors.
Let's
see if I could log into my neighbors and use that. No, they're all locked and password protected. Damn, is it 1111? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, America and Zimbabwe. I watched Bob Ross today for 3 hours. Inspiring. Today just started. How could you? Bob Ross. You know, I could use a happy little bush. Couldn't you use a happy little bush?
Why would I want one of those?
To keep your happy little raccoon in it. By the way, there's a raccoon rabies outbreak. I think you should be aware. If you see any rabies that look scared of water, shoot it and call the authorities immediately.
Apparently, that's a myth.
The shooting or the
being afraid of water.
Hydrophobia is a myth.
That if a raccoon has rabies, that they don't go near water.
Well, now I'm gonna Google it.
Now they apparently they do dehydrate. They do get dehydrated.
I don't even know how to spell hydrophobia because I'm not a smart man.
Well, look up raccoon symptoms of rabies. Symptoms of rabies in raccoons.
Meaning fear of water is a classic late-stage clinical sign of rabies. It occurs because the virus causes severe painful spasms in the throat muscles and swallowing is attempted, making the mere sight, sound, or thought of liquids trigger panic and violent convulsions. So according to Google, hydrophobia is a real thing with rabies. Brain inflammation. The rabies virus travels through the nervous system.
I said in raccoons. That's what I said. Look for symptoms of rabies in raccoons as opposed to just in general. Because that may be...
Let me add in
You
raccoons
know.
It's
also possible that I asked the wrong question. Because... Or maybe I misheard their answer because I had a raccoon that was on my deck that I thought was rabid, but it was just literally the foaming at the mouth was not from the rabies. The foaming at the mouth was because they were thirsty.
All right. Once again, hit another B because GD is right. It says hydrophobia is a classic late-stage symptom of rabies characterized by painful throat spasms when trying to swallow liquids, but is primarily observed and documented in humans and some other animals explicitly diagnosed as fear in wild raccoons. Just fear.
Thank you.
Whatever.
I have been feeding... unintentionally, I have been feeding raccoons for 24 years, unintentionally feeding them for 24 years. So I know a little bit about raccoons. I had to do a little bit of research before I left them in my house. So I would know what a good raccoon and a healthy raccoon and an unhealthy raccoon would look like. Same with possums, same with deer, same with a good number of other animals.
Well, a good number of other animals.
Yes, because I don't know the number of animals that come near my house.
How about beavers?
I should say our home. I'm going to say our house because it's not my house. It's our house. It's our home. Yes.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
But I was saying my in relation to me and the animals.
With
so
rabies in the yard.
Compared to the animals.
Life used to be so hard. Now,
what did you think of you didn't even pay attention to the nod to the gummy bears in the commercial, did you? In the news, did you?
Yeah, gummy bears in the news. In the nude?
In the news, you didn't pay any attention, did you? No, because actually you don't listen to the news. You're just waiting for the last part that says, and
Revolution, something about the Bieber.
Right, and then you so you can hit your button. That's all you're waiting for the last 10 seconds.
Pretty much.
There used to be a time that you actually would listen because I would know because I would watch your face change at the different punchlines. You know.
Yeah.
But now you don't even. Now there's no reaction, and so because sometimes I will put things in there. I said this will get a rate. I said if Matt is listening, this will get a reaction out of him, and you'd be going and nothing. I said okay, he's not listening.
Oh, I'm channeling Blind Mike at that moment. I'm going, what did he just say? That's funny.
Well, we do have a special guest today, and I'm so glad he's here because he's one of my favorites. He is my third favorite
he has
living.
Good internet. What do you think?
He's my third favorite entity in Michigan. Fourth, because first there's Cheddar. Cheddar is my absolute favorite. Okay,
Cheddar is a cheese.
And then it's Gretchen Whitmer, and then Swan. But of all the males, he's my favorite male. He is my favorite male in all of Michigan. That sounds better, right? Instead of my fourth favorite Michiganer.
I don't know. You said Gretchen Whitmer, and now
she's my second favorite.
Can't get my boner.
She's my second favorite.
It's in my
right
ears.
After Cheddar. Cheddar is my favorite.
All right, you're gonna let him in or no? Do you have beavers in your yard?
In my yard?
Yeah.
No, but John's never been here.
Oh.
He's invited. There's an open invitation for John and Swan and Cheddar anytime.
Today?
And I can say that because I know they won't just show up anytime.
Excuse me, I'm doing my speech, my farewell speech. Today?
Today? I feel like the lucky.
I consider myself the luckiest man in the world.
World.
May seem to some like I got a raw deal.
May seem to some like I got a raw deal.
You have echo, but I don't have echo.
You have echo, but I don't have echo.
Where's the echo coming from? Can you troubleshoot that, please? Now, here's a man who is I don't know if you know this, he's a medical professional. He knows all about rabies.
We all froze up. Man, we all froze up that time and dropped out.
I might not have been.
Yeah. So it's just weird that we have one-way echo.
Who's echoing? Am I echoing? Who's echoing?
No, GD was echoing.
Me.
Oh.
Me.
So how's it going, John? I'm so good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hey, it's I mean the nightmare continues, but so do I, and that's how it is.
All right. Have you been to Pennsylvania? Because I have.
Yeah.
Been to Pennsylvania. I just want to get your opinion of the great state, of the not so great state of Pennsylvania. You've been there. It sucks, right? You think it's
it's not a state. It's a Commonwealth. That's why you don't think it's such a great state. But as Commonwealths go, it's one of the top 4 in the country.
It is.
Well, let's see. I've been to Philadelphia.
Yeah, and Philly's not that bad.
It was
Pittsburgh sucks.
Yeah, some really good cheesesteak sandwiches. That was awesome.
Really good. They have really.
And but it was kind of smelly. Kind of smells like a sewer there in Philly.
Yeah,
like old sewers.
Philly's not. It's not New York. Let's just say there's nothing that is New York except New York. It's New York. I don't know if you know this about New York, but it's New York.
Okay, I stand corrected. I said there are 4 Commonwealths. There are 4 that we consider states, like Pennsylvania, Virginia, Kentucky, and Massachusetts. Those are Commonwealths, and we think of them as states. The other 2 are Puerto Rico and Northern Mariana Islands. They're Commonwealths, but we don't think of them as states. So that's where I got my 4 from.
What does the word Commonwealth really mean? What is Commonwealth? It means everybody's commonly wealthy? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Basically, it's technically not a state, but the people agree to work together for a common goal, common good, I think. I think that's like a loose, literal translation. I know you can't be loose and literal at the same time, can you?
So, in other words, it's total bullshit, right?
No, it has a meaning. It has a definite legal meaning.
But the meaning is bullshit because nobody's working for other people's the common good. They're working. Everybody's.
Well, I don't think you should take what I said literally, I think you should take what I said as a jumping off point and then do your own research because
I
I don't
happen to know
remember.
for a fact that everybody is working for the weekend.
No, that's a '80s reference to a song,
Well, it
right?
was a long setup, but Matt finally came in with a punchline, but GD didn't let him have it.
He wouldn't let him have it.
No, so
He
this is
never.
me interpreting GD's comedy.
Yeah. So Mark Solinsky, are you? Mark Solinsky is going to be GD's guest on Thursday. He's a rabid. Speaking of rabies, he's a rabid Islamophobe. Are you down with the Islam? Are you scared of the Muslims?
No.
Huh. But you went to fight the Muslims, didn't you? They sent you. They said go get them Muslims, didn't they? When you were in that Cub Scouts or whatever you were in.
The Cub Scouts. I was in the longest. If you look it up, it's actually pretty interesting. I was in the longest period of undeclared war that we've ever had in our 250 plus years of the military.
That's only temporary.
We've lost people again. Damn it.
That's temporary. That record will be. I'm not saying it's about to be broken, but it will be broken by this Iran thing. Well, maybe not because it restarts. It's not.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to fill in the blanks. The good thing for the cloud, I think it's StreamYard in general that sucks. Let's put it that way. Matt has the delegative hand up.
So, are you off all week or just Monday and Friday? This past Friday.
I was off this past because I had to work the weekend, so I worked
got
Saturday
it.
and Sunday. Every third weekend, I work Saturday, Sunday, and then I have that preceding Friday off, and then I have the following Monday off. But usually, I'm busy doing stuff, which sucks. And now GD's frozen. I'm assuming we're all frozen, so I will now dance.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're all frozen.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Sorry.
Let's see here. So how do you feel about, because when you have the weekend, when you're off on the weekend, you have 2 days in a row. But when you're not off on the weekend, you don't have 2 days in a row. Does that suck for you?
No, because they were going to do it that way where they wanted us to have like 2 days off in a row. But I reminded them the pay period, you can't do that because you would actually end up paying us more. So I wanted the Friday, like basically they asked, I'm like, I want the Friday before and then the Monday after off. I actually want it that way because then it's 2 short weeks for me.
Got it. Okay.
So then this week I only have to work 4 days.
Okay.
That's just how my mind.
Well, that's what I said for you. That's what I was asking
me personally,
specifically
that's
for
how I
you.
like it. Yeah, that's how
I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah, because otherwise, if I had to work the Friday, then I would be working 7 days in a row.
Right.
So, yeah, I would rather do it this way.
Okay.
4 and 4.
Yeah, I see your point.
Yeah.
I know when I was single, when I used to have to work the weekends, I did not mind having like days in the middle of the week off because it gave me time to do stuff in public when other people weren't there because there'd be no lines, no competition. So I like that better.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mind when I worked nights as a trauma nurse because we only worked usually three shifts a week.
Oh,
so you had all the other days off, so you would recover. You'd take like an entire day to I did because I'm a sleepy person. So I could sleep all day, be up for a few hours, and then I would go to sleep that night, and then the next couple of days I could do whatever I wanted. Which usually was like hanging out with my boy and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I miss those days, and only for that regard. Other than that, I don't miss them at all. Yeah. I mean, the days I liked best was I had a full-time job, and I got to set my own schedule on a weekly basis, actually on a daily basis, because I just had the quotas to meet. And as long as if I could meet my quotas in one day, I could take the rest of the week off if I wanted to.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
was very good at meeting my quotas.
I really feel like they could do that with us if they said, "Hey, we want you to see this many patients in an 8-hour period of time." I think probably all of us would be like, "All right, I'll just work. I'll just work like 24 hours straight and knock out this many patients and be done." They just sent us a thing. and sometimes some of the different platforms I work on, gets very monotonous because it's not all video. Sometimes it's just what we call asynchronous messaging.
This is getting annoying.
Yeah. And
This is getting annoying.
I think yesterday I had like 50 some patient contacts. I was like, God, this is so boring. It was terrible.
I'm gonna try to turn off my. Does that make a difference? Nope. I was trying to get rid of my echo cancellation. It didn't make a difference. I can still hear the echo.
Yeah, StreamYard is fucked on that. Like, you can literally ask them about this is the same problem I've had with them for years.
All right.
And they have no answer to it. Now what's happening, because you guys you guys broadcast this in real time, right? So you don't have to go in and upload stuff. So with us,
I'm sorry, honey. What did you say?
Oh, this is
Okay.
broadcasting.
Yeah, I did think about that.
Did you guys know that?
I just had to take my time to set that up, though.
There's actually not a brick wall behind GD Fenderson right now. It's not real. It's an illusion.
What's an illusion?
The brick wall behind you. It's not real. He just
no, it's not. I don't have a brick wall in my house.
A wall in the fabric of reality right in front of, and everybody missed it. There's only 4 people who saw it.
Well, on this channel, because this only shows I don't know what numbers those show, but because this show is on 13, like 30 different platforms.
Interesting. I should do that.
And so, but it doesn't show all the viewers and all the listeners.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Matt used to have, he may still have it, like on one of his computer screens, he has a listing of like who's watching in how many different places. And so, like, I'm only seeing like one particular room. Like if I was watching in Governors, which, hello, Governors, we're back. We'd only see the number of viewers on Governors.
Wow, we just lost 3 viewers as we were talking.
Right. But I think those 3 are from like the YouTube on Matt's channel.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get us on Rumble and Spark TV to send our video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because Spark TV doesn't stream live. At least they didn't. I don't know if they do now or not, but you had to do videos.
Yeah, we have a ton of. I can just start kind of editing video and of our broadcast and send it to them and see if they'll put it up. I think that'd be pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Especially
and you can also try Knob TV.
Knob.
Yeah.
K. Knob.
Yeah, KNOB TV.
Knob TV.
Yeah. The guy, his name is Trevor Build, and his wife Eileen.
Eileen Dover.
Come on, Eileen. Is the Eileen? Yeah. Okay.
Because I reached out to them. You know, they've been carrying Done Way Past Funny since the first episode.
It doesn't even. Nothing even comes up except for a Facebook page.
Am I fuzzy?
Where?
Am I fuzzy?
Sure.
And it's
GD locked
man.
up.
So it could be a problem with Yeah, I think the problem is with StreamYard because it's happening to all 3 of them.
Yeah, I think.
And we're in 3 different states.
Yeah, because we have strong. Because like we're hardwired in here.
Yeah.
Because we're both teleworkers.
Let me yell at StreamYard then. Now I yelled at the wrong person, didn't I? That poor Filipino lady. You
didn't even yell at her. You just kept teasing her. You kept pretending you didn't hear her. She would say, "What's your name?" And you'd say, "Peanut butter jelly." What? What?
Oh, I was about to ask this question. Well, I was making a statement. Sorry. About StreamYard because you guys don't record and then upload like when as we're broadcasting, we're just recording because we're not putting it out live while we're doing it. So then when everybody ends, the cloud recordings upload, and then I pull the cloud recording and then I put it into and then I mix it. And every time now for probably the past 3 months, it says everybody else uploads. And then mine uploads, and it always gets an error message that says there was a problem with your upload. But there's no problem when you do it. Like, it's fine. So It's been consistently happening. I'm going to reach out to them today and say, why does this keep happening? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You keep doubling the price. Remember when they were like inexpensive?
Yeah.
I think I've been using, God, I don't know how many years I've been using them now, and then they just keep increasingly skyrocketing their prices. But the quality doesn't get any better. It literally is not getting any better in any way.
Yeah. Apparently, other people are complaining blurry this morning. Yeah, so it's a StreamYard thing. It's not my internet provider. I feel bad now. Does anybody know how to say "I'm sorry" in Filipino?
Yeah. Cash.
Oh.
That works in every language.
Time to get off of StreamYard and get something else. No, I didn't say you this stupid phone. Please go away for now.
And I looked at another one, but it didn't have the reason why we stayed with StreamYard is, and it's really stupid. It's for one reason and one reason only. With StreamYard, you can operate 2 cameras off of the same like system. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I stayed with it, because Swan and I podcast in the same room, and she has a camera and I have a camera, so we can do extra cameras. That's the only reason we stayed. Because
Restream doesn't do that?
Nope. I asked them specifically because I was going to switch. And I was like, well, if you ever get it, let me know so I can do that, because I'm fucking
It's time to switch. I don't care if we have to sit with her on your lap, me on your lap, GD on your lap, everybody on Bieber's lap. Time to switch. Fuck StreamYard. I'm so... And they keep raising the price. Now
What if
$789 a month for this crap?
What if you treated, but you're on the same internet? I'll just say, if she was on, let's say, if she was using a different internet, like via 2 internet services, then you could get like a guest, and then you both have a separate camera.
She could log in separately and use a different camera. That's not the issue.
Yeah,
it's like
she
she
can,
could log in as a guest or something.
She's not in the same room, and then she'll get that same slight delay.
Got it.
But here, like, she's literally in the same room because of the mics we're using. It doesn't pick each other up. And we both wear headphones, so really, it works out perfectly like this. She literally sits to my right, in like a.
Have you tried using a palette knife on your lip?
I have not. I don't. I own a lot of knives, but not a palette knife.
Yeah, it's
that's because palette knives aren't really sharp.
It's a spatula, really. It's basically a paint spatula.
I could try this one.
Got it from Spatula.
Oh, I got one similar to that.
That looks deadly. Deadly. Now, what is that actually made for? Is that made for stabbing a guy in the gut?
Steak.
Really?
It's a steak knife.
Wow. I'm not having
it. So, matter of fact, I think that's what Dahmer called it. His steak knife.
Yeah, I like it because it has this little loopy loop here.
Oh.
So it's like, say, like you'd be like a gunslinger. You just swing.
Yeah, but
put it in your.
Fighting, advanced knife fighting actually like this, though.
Boy,
yeah, that's how I hold mine. Yeah.
That's how I hold mine, like this.
Oh well, I reset my.
But I didn't. But I held mine like that because most of my training was as a boxer, and so that way I could keep my training with what I did, and that was more. I didn't have to change much of my habit.
Wait, you can't use a knife like that in the ring?
You can. You just can't. You have to hide it in your glove.
Yeah, and the cut man is really the one who's supposed to. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the cut man's job.
Can't see my eye, Mick. Hey,
yeah.
Cut me, Mickey. Cut me.
Mickey was the manager, right? He was the manager, not the cut man.
Correct.
Low budget.
Oh, he could only afford one, so your guy had to do like multiple jobs.
Well, the movie didn't have to pay 2 people that way. They could just pay Mickey to do all those jobs.
That was the only reason. Like, one of the only reasons I wished I would have became a doctor was to be a ringside doctor. That would have been dope, man. My personal doctor got to be a ringside. He was a ringside doctor for he had all these different fun things he did. I'm like, that would be freaking awesome. Just be like, I'm gonna cut the shit out of this. Well, I'm not even swollen there. Doesn't matter. I'm the doctor.
Yeah, I'll cut you and stitch you up.
So speaking of boxers, I think he was a boxer. One of the guys who was also scheduled, because GD had two guests for Thursday since I gave him the Islamophobic guy. His second guest was, I forget, Rosado, Jose Rosado or something. But I was like, I don't know who you are. So I Googled him. And there was a boxer and there's an author and like, I don't know which one. So I said to him, I need more information on you. He said, "Hey, filled out all the buttons on Michael Fritz's site." I was like, "Who the hell is Michael Fritz?" Turns out Michael Fritz was a guest we had on 2 years ago or something, and he has a site where he has a guest matching thing. See if you're a good fit for this podcast.
Right.
Like, but I don't get that information. I didn't know who that was. So the guy filled out the form and didn't give me any information. And they was pissed off that I was asking him for information, like, who are you? What do you do? What do you want to talk about? And I haven't heard back from him. So he's not on Thursday. But coincidentally, I just got one from Michael Fritz. Hey, Matt Napper, we saw that Sean Mabry is interested in being on your Coffee with the Dog. We haven't seen a response yet. Yeah, why are you booking? Why are you doing that?
I don't know why you put
Karen?
up with that shit. Well, I mean, I do know why, because you guys do interviews, but we get approached fairly regularly and by some guests that I think would be super interesting, and then I tell them like, okay, great, this sounds like fun. You know, I hope you've listened to the podcast, how our format is, and then I don't hear back from them.
Yeah.
Well, once they listen to the format, they go like,
hey,
wait a
never mind.
second.
But I had one that was like a special forces dude in like Australia for years. And I was like, oh my God, that'd be fucking sick. And he never messaged us back, but he reached out to us first. And then we have one that's coming up, because we rarely do interviews, but we have one coming up, not this week, but next week, with a guy who was an aviator on a C-130
Airplane?
where they have the Vulcans mounted. So they used to call him Puff, but now they call him something else.
No, GD, he was an aviator on a sailboat.
Yeah, that's called a sailor. No, but it'll be interesting. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
But they know that it's not an actual interview. That it's more like they're a guest. They're more like a co-host.
Yeah, well, we do our interviews a little bit differently. Anyway, we still bring them into the fold like anybody. Like you were on. Well, you were on that one terrible one, but we know how we still do our segments, but we kind of aim our segments at what they're interested in or what they do, and then we ask them a bunch of questions.
So
And now, for those of you who are listening and heard him say that I was on a terrible show, it was nothing to do with the show itself. It was a technical thing. We had, and if you listen to the actual,
you echoing bastard. Good thing he froze up, because he's an echoing bastard. But so you don't ask the standard question, what in the world, because this is standard for this show, what in the world made you think you were fucking funny and compelled you to go up to an open mic? And why did you do that, Karen? That's my standard question.
Is this a comedy show now? Because I rarely see any comedians on this show anymore.
Yeah, I know. They hate me now. You know why? Because they all think that I'm telling them they should use AI. And
that's John. And I don't know exactly how true this is. I know how coincidental it is. Once I joined this, Matt used to have like a ton of comedians used to come in here like on a regular basis. They pop in, and I'm not going to mention Taylor by name and those people, but they stopped when I started.
It's because you're a humorist. It's bad luck to spend time with a humorist if you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you start telling pointless stories, punchlines like oatmeal. It's rough. I mean,
I was thinking Andy Andrus used to confuse GD with the Rev. I don't know. Maybe he heard my conspiracy theory that I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe they are the one in the same. Have you ever seen them in the same room together?
No, I've never seen the Rev in person.
He's actually Janet Jackson.
Oh. That's a shame.
This is true. Can I ask GD a question about guests? Because last Thursday, it seemed like he had a hot chick on. And is this the hot chick that has been on with me? Who was the guest on Thursday?
No, there was no guest Thursday. Remember, the past 2 Thursdays, I had workers in the house. And I didn't know how often when I was going to have to talk with them. Like when they first showed up, I was got to show them stuff, so I needed an extended segment. So I'd interviewed her for Done Way Past Funny.
Oh, so it
And
is
I
the
had,
same girl that
right,
Year of the
it's
Slut
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, it's Jen.
She looked hotter on your show than last time she was on this show. Maybe it's a morning thing, but I was like, wow, look at GD scoring the hot woman. And then I said, oh, I recognize her. That's my hot woman he scored. Damn.
First of all, I got her to come on your show first.
No.
Yes, I did. I wrote her a letter. I called her. Matter of fact, I called her on her personal cell phone.
Nope, it was before you were even alive. Creative. I think it was Mickey from Creative Edge who wrote to me first and said, "You got a book called Year of the Slut." I said, "I'm in." Year of the Slut. I'm in.
No, I called Mickey and told Mickey to do that.
Wow. I'm a little bit upset that I have to watch on Thursdays and just see GD try to explain his comedy. That might be the most upsetting thing that I see all week.
Yeah, I would love it if they would change my class on Thursday to an afternoon class, but the morning
class.
Why don't you just
tell them? Don't they realize who you are?
They do, and that's
what the options are when you do that.
They want to get me. They want to get me. They want to censor me. They want to keep me just painting. And I was thinking about this the other day. 4 years ago, painting was it was a hobby I had forgotten about. Now it consumes my life. I'm spending an inordinate amount of my life just painting. Like it took over my life. So you know what? Maybe I need to just go back to being a non-painter guy. I was off the paint for I don't know.
First of all, Matt, you don't know how to say no to a gig. If you found out that people are going to book you to paint toenails, you'd be like, how much? Yes, I'll do it. I got to
see
then you'd be complaining. You say, I'm painting too many toenails. I got to stop painting toenails. I got too many. I don't have enough time to write songs. And
you're not far off there, but with the
that's
feet,
because I'm making it up.
I'd have to see them because there's a lot of funky toes out there. I ain't going anywhere.
I just picked something. I just grabbed something out of midair.
Yeah, my brush ain't touching that fungus. So you fucking get away with it. No, go away. So yeah,
what we call on the Slap Tail Skull, we call that being a performance whore.
Yeah. I'm a show business.
But Matt isn't a performance whore. He doesn't like to perform. He just likes to be booked.
Is it not performing though?
I like getting paid.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do comedy.
That's right.
Get paid.
Now, Lisa, who's going to be on the program tomorrow, Lisa Polizzi, also known as Lily Palilli, she has got like 4 different cover bands and 2 different tribute bands and the one that's like a novelty band. She has told me several times. She used to be on the Mind Dog Network before the pandemic, where she had a show. Being Lisa Polizzi, it was like a real life MTV thing where we followed her around with cameras and followed her path through show business. But she does not like to do original music because there's no money in original music. So she does just covers and tribute bands and all this stuff. And it's just an interesting thing because Taylor Swift would probably say, yeah, there's money in original music, right? Taylor Swift would say that. You think she would say
But what if Taylor Swift is actually just covering other songs that nobody knows anything about?
That could be.
And she's got enough money to keep them quiet. Like she's.
Yeah.
Would that be such a problem?
It looks like he's locked up again, or he should be locked up because he's black.
Actually, this happened to us. This has been happening to us too, and it happens every time we're talking about something relatively controversial, and then we all just say, "See, they're censoring us. See, they're coming after us."
That is.
And then I issue the challenge, and I say, "Like, bring it, motherfuckers."
Now, you being I'm switching gears here. You being a medical professional.
Which one? Which one of us?
You're black. You can't be. The Mexican guy. Is there any
stick to my span?
Yeah. Is there any known linkage between espresso coffee and cyclospora?
Not that I know of yet.
Well, holy shit. Because I don't know, the symptoms seem to be pretty much the same. You drink a little espresso and all of a sudden you think you got cyclospora, and then GD wants you to play a sound effect and you can't find that sound effect before you shit your pants. So that's a problem.
Well, there was a different sound effect that I wanted to play, but we don't have the toilet flush anymore.
Oh yeah, what happened to that? Why did we do that, Karen?
I don't. I think we cleaned house when Ron departed, and we over cleaned, or we cleaned house to make room for more Ron stuff. I'm not sure.
Have we checked on Ron? Because he wasn't here last Friday, and East Woodsy with Sunshine.
No, he was in Vegas, wasn't he?
Oh, that's right. That's why he was. I would, it would have been cool to have him on from Vegas. We could have seen some like neon lights or something, and been like, "Ooh, look, you're a Vegas guy."
Ron doesn't want to invest that much energy in the show.
If I had the plus sign on your little things here on your sounds, I could put the diarrhea sound on here for you.
I'm like addicted to a palette knife now. I'm never gonna put this down. I'm gonna hold it for the rest of my life. You believe that?
Nope, but
yeah, fuck it.
You drop it as soon as you get your first Puspatalk shipment.
Yeah.
And then you start picking up your cans going, saying, yes, I got my Puspatalk. Look at this is my weed, my Puspatalk weed.
I think they ripped me off. And also, they gave me stuff that seems to be treated with asbestos. You can't light it. It won't.
What the fuck, man?
So
I ran out of my edibles, so I had to actually smoke weed yesterday.
I'm so jealous of you. I want to actually. I'm not allowed. I have to go move to Philippines to smoke weed and then come back after that. I'm not allowed. Oh. You know what? I'm a grown man. I should be able to make my own decisions, right? Do whatever I want to do.
Now you sound like a senior citizen in a home.
I stormed the beaches of Normandy, son.
Technically, I am in a home, and I am a senior citizen. So, what's wrong with that?
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it.
Oh.
Oh, John, I saw the new Batman. My wife Carol and I saw the new Batman. Not Batman, Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, my son said it was dope. I think he's seen it like 4 times now.
Damn.
My wife is going to see Spider-Man on Friday night, and I'm like, what am I missing? I'm the only one who doesn't want to see this movie. I'm the only one? Only? Why? Why? Go ahead. Give us your review of Spider-Man and how great it was and how Matt's an idiot for not going. Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say that about you.
Well, you don't have to say. People can figure it out for themselves. But how wonderful it was. Tell us how wonderful it was.
It was very nice.
It was nice.
It's nice. It's so nice. It's so nice.
Very nice. It's a superhero
I wait for
movie.
everything to come out, man. The only thing that I'm probably gonna go see in the theaters, and that's just because the guy who's the friend of mine who does my tattoos asked me if I wanted to go, is to go see the Odyssey. And there's only one theater that will do it in the
IMAX
supposed to be seen, yeah, and it's in Grand Rapids, but the tickets are just continuously sold out. So I bet we don't. See it. I bet we won't see it till like October.
Did you see Dispersing Day or what's it called? Disclosure Day.
No.
Huh?
What's that?
Alien movie by is that Spielberg?
Oh yeah, I heard it was just bullshit. Steven said it was bullshit.
Okay, well that's because Steven's a true believer.
Yeah.
And he may not know anything about cinema.
He's not. Steven's not a true. Steven is like JD. JD is very interested in all that stuff, but he's also a skeptic. So he looks at everything from a.
Steven's not a skeptic.
Logically explain it. He's like. No, Steven is. Steven doesn't believe in all that. He literally is. He tries to pull it apart and see what.
Not from my experience. When I don't know if you know about Steven, but he used to have a show on the Mind Dog Network called Beyond Classified, and he would just let these guys just spew shit and go wow.
He's just tearing it apart for convenience.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a difference between that and then in a group of people like us that are looking at stuff from different angles. When you actually have a panel of people, kind of looks like me. Got the beard.
Yeah, I like it. This is a good one. Anyway, yeah. But I've had a lot of conversations with what's his name, Amish, Steve.
His name is Drippy Steve Driphausen. But this past week, he had bottom surgery, so now he will forever be known, or they are now known as Stavanka.
I think I'm ready for some bottom surgery.
Did you say Divine Tuck? What did you call him? Divine? I thought you said Divine Tuck.
But Divine Tuck. Oh, Divine is being like the cross-dressing comedy cult movie favorite. But he has expressed. He said he wants to believe. He really wants it to believe.
For sure.
You know, and I can't wrap my head around that. Why do you want to believe in aliens? First of all, you'd never know if they do exist. Whether if one exists, then there's probably more, right? More than one kind of. And you never know their intent, so why would you want that? Isn't it safer just to believe there's bad people, and that's enough? Why do you need more enemies? Why? Why, Stephen? Why?
I mean, I can give you my answer. It's the same. It's our existence is so fucking horrible that it's far better to believe in something fantastical or to hope that there is something fantastical other than this existence that we have currently.
Yeah, fantastical, but it's probably evil. I mean,
humans are the most evil thing that's ever been created. Even if there was something that came here to annihilate us, I'd be like, yeah, I could see that. I could see why you would, because we're freaking violent monkeys.
Violent monkeys.
With guns and the ability to split the atom.
I was listening to Brian Greene talk about that, the possibility that aliens created human beings. And Brian Greene is a hardcore science guy. He's not like some kind of conspiratorial guy, but he was conjecturing about how human beings might, and the evolutionary process might have been, accelerated by.
Okay, but you could say that about, quote, God, because an alien is something that was born out of this world, right? God would not have been born of this world because God was not of this world when he was, the world came later. So if God was down here and created man, God was being alien because he's not of this world. So yes, people would have been created by aliens.
I was going to save this question for the Rev, but you seem to know about God, so I'll ask you.
God and I are really close. We're like this.
All right.
He's like Joel Osteen. He talks to him every day.
Does God?
Yeah, but God talks back to me. There's a difference between Joel Osteen and me.
All right, help me out.
Osteen's a fraud.
All right, kid, stop patting yourself on the back about how you and God are like this, and help me out here.
Yeah, we spoon.
Does God entertain bargains or proposals, a deal? Is God a deal maker?
Depends on which God you're talking about. There's 12 of them. And
I'm talking about the one that Jean Valjean in Les Miserables said, my soul belongs to God, I know. I made that bargain long ago. That bargain.
Oh, God number 9. Yeah. That God number 9 does make deals.
He does bargains?
God number 9 does.
The reason I'm asking is because on this weekend, I saw a kid, 5-year-old kid who is extremely autistic. He's got other brain problems, and his mother has been taken away from him, or she's institutionalized. She was a heroin addict and meth head when she had him.
So God heard his prayers. Okay.
So basically, the question is, could I make a bargain with God that give me cyclospora for the rest of my life, but make this kid better? Like would that or
no? You couldn't make that deal because you'd be making a deal on behalf of a minor who's not your minor.
Right, and also, well, I'm just thinking God would probably say, I could give you cyclospora every day anyway, and still keep the kid all messed up, right? So he doesn't need.
See, now you deal with God number 7 and the God number 11. Those two, 7 and 11. That's how you make that deal. They don't do cross deals.
I would like to answer this question.
Go ahead, please.
God doesn't make deals.
That's what I thought.
If you're making a deal with, quote, God, it's not God that you're making the deal with. It's the devil pretending to be God.
Ah.
Yeah, but by skill set, would the devil be a God compared to us?
Sure.
Yeah, God number 9. I'm God number 13.
Also, the depictions of how they make the devil depicted like hooven claws and tail and horns and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's not real.
basically, you're saying there's nothing I could do, just accept that this kid is going to have a shitty life. And when I mean, his grandmother is taking care of him now, but she was
What's your definition of a
she
shitty
was
life?
the parent of the
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
heroin
about to say, John.
What's your definition of a shitty life? So if this person knows no other thing and is happy and is doing the things that he wants to do, how's that? That's only your perception that he's having a shitty life.
Well, he's not going to be able to take care of himself in any way, right? Ever.
Great, somebody gets to wipe my ass. Awesome. And I don't
Well, he likes to play with his poop.
Hey, have you ever played with poop?
I'm trying to figure out what it, because Alzheimer people, dementia people, and kids with severe autism love to play with poop, and it's like, damn.
That's because nobody buys them Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Well, it just seems like it's not like Play-Doh. I don't know if you've ever seen poop, but you can't you can't build a castle out of it.
Depends on how much fiber you've had. Depends on what you've been eating.
Yeah.
So he likes to take. I watched him for like 3 hours. He likes to take a sneaker.
That sounds like you have the problem, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on inside his head.
For 3 hours.
He likes to take. No, not like that. He likes to take a sneaker by the shoelaces and swirl it around like this as fast as he can, and then stop and go. There's nothing coming out, and he looks at his hand like something came in his hand, and he goes, and then he hops around the house, comes back, sits down, picks up the sneaker again, does the same thing over again. Over and over.
First of all, Matt, when you were younger, did you ever take like a hollow tube, let's say a water hose, cut it in half or something, and spin it around here, go like woo 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 woo, and then you look to see what?
Not for 3 hours. No, I don't even remember doing that, but I'm certain I never did it for 3 hours.
Time is relative.
So,
and it was the ritual part of it. It was the, and then going like this over his hand, and like nothing. And
how do you know nothing was there? Maybe
he was looking like a guy with
You're
a guitar
applying your
pick.
standards to him.
Yeah.
He was looking like a guy with a guitar pick problem. Like the the pick is inside the guitar, and he's just shaking it, waiting for it to come out. But then he's seeing something that nobody else is seeing.
Because how do you know he's not? Maybe he can see on a different light spectrum than you can.
Wow. But
I was doing a show with another musician. It was a comedy show. I was doing a song parody, and the guy that went up before me had an acoustic guitar, and he's like, the whole bit is he has no intention of playing the guitar, but the audience doesn't know that.
So many people do that. It drives me up a fucking.
Yeah, and then he drops the guitar pick inside the guitar, and he tries to shake it out, and then he just gets angry, and he breaks the guitar up in pieces.
Oh god, damn,
on stage.
That's way worse than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, okay. And people go like, "Holy shit!" And then he looks at me and goes, "GD, can I borrow your guitar?"
Fuck no. That's a good bit though.
Now, when they redid the stage, the wall behind the stage, they took pieces of the guitar, and it's actually built into the wall now.
That's kind of
that's nice.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, I will find, if I can find a picture of the wall without somebody standing in front of it, I'll show it to you. The guitar.
So
parts of the guitar built into the wall.
Oh, we get the guitar story. That was a lovely little anecdote.
Move the fuck on.
It's your opinion that this kid's going to be fine. Just accept that he's going to have a fine life. He's going to be.
Not?
I'm saying don't apply your standards to his life.
Yeah, are you happy?
I'm a miserable fuck. But
all right then. Maybe you should be rolling a shoe. Maybe you should be doing.
But part of the misery is because I can't completely take care of myself, man. But this kid will never be able to take care. There was a time when I was totally independent and allowed to smoke.
Yeah, but you knew that life. You knew that life. That kid didn't know that life. He has nothing to compare that to. You're applying your standards to that kid.
Yeah, this kid has a microcosm in which he seems to be pretty happy.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not necessarily negating the happiness, but maybe he is very happy. The problem I'm having with his mother, his grandmother, is not going to be here forever, and there'll be nobody to take care of him. Then what happens? He becomes a ward of the state.
There'll be nobody there.
Yeah.
Huh?
We don't know that.
maybe she'll. You don't know. Maybe she'll put him down before she dies. You don't know.
That's right. Right now, for all we know, the grandmother has a GoFundMe page that she's not spending.
Oh
She's got
no,
like
I know
hundreds.
her. You know what her GoFundMe? I know her very well. I mean, we don't need to get into the details here, but her GoFundMe is Matt. Can I have some money? That is, she wants to move in
My
here.
statement was, for all we know, she could have had a GoFundMe page and she's not using it because she's hoarding it all for him. So when she dies, all the money goes to him. That's what I was going to say.
She has a track record of being a kind of a grifter herself and very selfish and taking advantage.
Okay. Well, like I said, you're applying your standards to the kid.
No, I'm applying the standard of what's going to happen to him when she's gone, because she is his lifeline.
But
right
we
now.
don't know. For all we know, the kid right now.
We know that she's keeping him alive, and we definitely know that she's a senior citizen and she doesn't have forever. And what happens when she's gone? Who takes care of him?
And he goes, "I'm going to help that kid." Bill Gates could be right now watching the fourth hour saying, "I'm going to help that kid," but we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
How's he going to find that?
So
kid?
we don't know.
I haven't disclosed where to find this kid. So
I'm assuming.
You don't think Bill Gates could find a kid if he didn't want a kid? You know how many kids Jeffrey Epstein found that didn't want to be found?
Just look for somebody spinning a sneaker around on a shoelace, and you pretty much can bet that.
Yeah, maybe this kid's got a future with spinning Pizza Hut signs. You don't know.
Yeah, so you guys don't even care what happens to this kid.
No, you see, no. There's a difference between not caring and not getting. And no, I care, but I'm not applying my standards to that kid.
I'm not applying any standards to the kid. I'm saying who's going to take care of him when the old lady dies? The state, right? He'll become a ward of the state. But at this point, our current government, is doing away with all that. Like, we're not taking care of anybody. Fuck them. Anybody who's not already a billionaire, fuck them. They're on their own. So who's going to take care of this kid?
Well, the way, I mean, if you really want me to like make a negative statement for you to think about hours and hours upon end, it's very possible that probably in the next 15 years they're just gonna be euthanizing everybody who doesn't fit their standards of society.
I think maybe you're right.
Either we let
I have had that thought,
or people like the Slaptail Nation Army rise up and take them all out.
I'm thinking about that, especially with the AI stuff. AI is, and this is where I'm really concerned. If AI takes away all the jobs, and some people are talking about universal income, but what do we need the people for? And then they do start euthanizing people, right? Because the AI says we don't need them, right?
Well, I mean, the hope is to have an advanced society where you don't need income, where everybody does things for the greater good in conjunction with, robotics and AI and all these other things. But that would take a really truly advanced society. And at that point, really advanced societies, I think, in my opinion, and probably the opinion of others, is there is no such thing as religion in advanced societies either, because they've rationalized that probably isn't real. Or
the religion, or the advanced society becomes the religion.
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
But when AI figures out we don't need the people, what do we need them for? We could just get rid of them, right?
Yeah, I don't think that would ever happen either. I'm not like I like the Terminator and the idea of all that other stuff, but I don't think that's accurate either. I think that, even if AI advances that much, I think that the bigger risk is that AI will try to help us stay alive beyond the time that we should be alive.
Why would it? Where's the incentive for them? Because, I mean, if they're doing all the work.
But it's not work to AI. It's work to us.
AI can't get rid of us because somebody has to keep the damn things cool.
No.
Well, I mean, hopefully, if you really wanted the benefit of the AI, in my opinion, is, help it. It should help us figure out. Is it not saying that you have to have mandatory sterilization, but maybe they're like, hey, you guys really think about the benefit of only having, one child, or coding everybody to only have one child, or coding everybody so that we don't overconsume meat and fill the entire earth with just manure, all those different things that are increasing the temperature, that sort of thing.
Whether artificial intelligence will
But the data centers themselves are increasing the temperature as well.
All right, let me
And so,
read
if they're trying to get
AI's
rid of
response. AI's response to whether AI of artificial intelligence will cause human extinction is uncertain, but many scientists, researchers, and tech leaders warn it's a plausible risk. Experts surveys show a wide range of predicted probabilities, and prominent figures have called safety and alignment global priorities. Other experts remain skeptical, arguing the focus should be on practical near-term issues. Um, so it's not it's plausible that they.
Sure, but even if it is, who cares? What do humans
I care.
contribute to the universe? Nothing.
Well, I won't be alive, so it's not like they're gonna.
Yeah,
they're
it could be
get-
tomorrow. We don't know. But again,
Yeah.
in my opinion, humans don't contribute to the universe, and we do eventually have to be extinct. And who knows? This probably has happened every few million years. There could have been super intelligent societies millions of years ago, and you wouldn't know.
Atlantis. And we
I
know
would
about
know
that
because
because they
I'm
left us
super
a map
intelligent.
to find them.
Yes.
Or they left us a really bad map so we would never find them.
But
I mean, just everything's
this idea
obliterated.
of machines will need us to cool them or whatever that nonsense was. The last real job I had before I became retired. Yes, I said retired. I know it sounds like retarded, but it's different. Was for a robotics company. Now, very few people realize this, that we've been using robotics completely to package almost everything you see in your supermarket is packaged by robots. I worked for a company that built them, and they were intelligent robots. So they would know what orders needed to be filled. They would go get it. They would make sure the right amount of oxygen, nitrogen, and everything is within the container. Measured all that kind of stuff. Send it off on a conveyor belt. Package it. Put it on a truck. All by no humans involved. And that had been going on for at least 10 years by the time I got there. To some degree, 30 years, but not to that extent or where it was all done by intelligent robots. So they're not going to need people to run cooling centers for these machines. They'll just have robots that they built or design, build more robots to serve the robots. People will be obsolete. I don't
think they're going to have to worry about, like, if they're getting just incrementally more intelligent, they're going to figure out a way to cool without destroying the planet.
Right.
So I don't know. You can have the fun idea that.
So does that mean you'll stop busting Heavy Kev's chops about the water stuff at that point?
No, because we're not there right now.
Oh.
We're not there yet. I'm hoping that's what we'll be. But honestly, what's killing it, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people do hold this same opinion because it makes the most sense scientifically, is that it's not cars and data center and everything that's ruining the planet. It's just huge amounts of shit just cover the planet, and it's the off-gassing from all the shit from all the livestock.
Yeah. I was in Bucks County, Pennsylvania over the weekend, and they said there's lots of data centers around there. And more than the water thing, they were really ticked off about the noise, the humming. You see, the humming, you could be heard 24/7 from a long distance away, and it's just driving people crazy there. I would think that would drive humanity nuts. I mean, if you
now here's the thing about the humming. If you live near power lines, you have the humming all the time also.
Yeah,
with the intermittent crackling. I'm sorry.
And an eye that grew under your armpit.
Yeah. So so government doesn't give a shit about the humming. They don't give a shit about the humming sound because we live near the power lines. It's all the time.
Thank you very much. Was that me yesterday? You recorded me?
No. That was, I recorded that like a year or two ago.
Huh. Because it sounds just like how my day yesterday. Just saying. But when they say humming, they don't mean that guy was humming some weird old show tune or something. That would be nice if AI data centers were just humming like old show tunes, right?
No, it'd be annoying.
No, it'd be fucking horrible.
No, it was Les Miserables. I gave my...
I'm good. What if you have misophonia?
My soul belongs to God. I know. I made that bargain long ago. Who am I?
I don't give a
John
shit about
Valjean.
that song.
I'm
I
John
would not want to
Valjean.
hear that humming.
I am John Valjean.
That's fine. You can have that.
Yeah, I don't like musicals.
You don't love Les Mis?
I love musicals. I don't give a
Les
shit about that one.
I don't like musicals.
What's your favorite part of Les Miserables?
The fact, the part before it starts.
Who's hotter, Eponine or what's the other one?
The part before it starts.
I can't think of the other one's name. The Fantine's daughter. Oh, it doesn't matter. Even though she was hotter in the play that I saw.
The idea of seeing Les Miserables makes me miserable.
Why? It's a story of those who came before you. Your mother gave her life to you.
I've seen it. I've seen it, and I still don't think much of it.
I dreamed a dream in days gone by.
I'd rather watch an opera.
Well,
I'd rather watch the original West Side Story.
Well, an opera is Les Miserables. It's just it's done in Italian, right? So nobody can understand.
I'd rather watch Star Wars again.
Which one? Which one? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3.
5.
You know who John Beavers would be in Les Miserables? Inspector Javert. He would be Inspector Javert. You know that, right? You don't even know. He's the bad guy that wants to put John Valjean back in jail. And then he ends up doing really something that YouTube won't let me talk about. But he was just an angry guy.
I'm actually upset now. There's been a lot of stuff going on that has been upsetting me. Like, did you guys see the new He-Man movie?
No.
So, I mean, I don't know why you guys would. I mean, He-Man is like my generation.
But I do have a question about it, but go ahead. I have a question about the movie after you're done, though.
Well, I'm a big He-Man fan. And the first He-Man movie they made was with Dolph Lundgren. And it really was very loosely He-Man. Because they came to the Earth and it was like just kind of goofy. And it should be campy and goofy.
Right.
But this one was really good. It was campy. It was goofy. But it had a really good plot line. It gets strong. The characters were very strong. But the problem I had with it was a couple things. One, there was a couple of bad guys who were fighting. Like in the very beginning, one of the bad guys is fighting Man-at-Arms, and Man-at-Arms gets his ass kicked. I'm like, bullshit. Man-at-Arms would not have gotten his ass kicked. And then He-Man, the couple of them had to go toe to toe with He-Man, and they were actually able to fight him. Also bullshit. But the other thing was that they didn't ask me to be Skeletor. Now I have been wanting to be Skeletor since a child, so I really feel like that someone should have scouted me to do it because I would have done a much better job than Jared Leto.
Now I have a question about the Skeletor, because the Skeletor voice in the cartoons, in the animated series, was kind of like a high pitched, gravelly, whiny thing.
Yeah, it's like
did they do the same voice, or did they like make him? Did they like try to man him up or something?
It's pretty deep. It's a pretty deep voice.
Yeah, see,
he's not. There's a couple funny moments that are Skeletor-esque, but Skeletor, and I don't obviously when they made the cartoon they didn't mean for Skeletor to be hilarious, but he's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah,
because he's sarcastic and he's very cowardly. Like he'll send everybody to fight He-Man before he ever goes to fight you. Like he'll run. He'll literally like run away, which is funny. But no, I was like, man, he really should have asked me to do it.
Well, speaking of great comedy, we were speaking of great comedy, weren't we?
I think it's a great movie. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So
I think Les Miserables is a great play.
I'm sure it's not.
We went 2 minutes without interrupted service.
I never saw the movie, but I did see the Anne Hathaway clip of her singing "I Dreamed a Dream" in Days Gone By. That was really good. Hugh Jackman's the He-Man in that movie. Huh? How about that? He's Sean Valjean, I think. Anyway, speaking of great comedy, Brendan Walsh, who has been missing from Twitter and from my life for the last 2 years, just made a guest appearance on Twitter, a brief walk-on, to say, honey is just Become, and then he's gone. Honey is not Become. It's B-Barf.
Yeah, it's
Become. It's B-Barf, right?
Yeah. And an amazing gift.
You would think that him being the B-Man would know the difference between Become and B-Barf.
I mean, is it barf then? Is it barf when you're doing it on purpose, or is it just, in other words, is it barf just because it comes out that way, or do bees have other stuff that comes out of their mouth that would be considered barf instead?
I could see in Rod Stewart's case that time where he ingested too much cum and had to barf it up. They had to pump his stomach. Then barf and cum become the same thing.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you take an owl. Owls
I'm not
eat
taking
stuff,
it out.
and then after a while they cough up this pellet. Okay, but not everything they cough up would be that pellet, right? Just the pellets would be the pellets. Other stuff, they may cough up stuff that's not a pellet. Like cats cough up fur balls, but not everything they cough up will be a fur ball. So I'm saying, do bees cough up other stuff that's not honey? We just don't know it because we don't collect it.
Okay, then. That's the bee barf portion of the program for those who tune in just for the bee barf commentary.
Well, okay, so really it's not, okay, if you really want to get technical to it, it's not, they're not vomiting, right?
Right.
They're not vomiting.
Right.
They are regurgitating.
Yes.
They're different.
And that's why, and that's how I was making a distinction, trying to make a distinction.
So like,
do they say Ralph when they excrete this? Are they saying the word Ralph? Because that would make it vomit.
I don't think they speak. I don't think they speak. But they're not doing. But that's not what they're doing. So it's not like and I don't know bee anatomy, but if we were to throw up, it's got the acid from our stomach, hydrochloric acid.
Right.
It's got mucus in it. It's got all the other shit in it. So it's not the same thing. They're not. They don't have gastroenteritis and they're throwing up because they're sick. They're just regurgitating this content that happens to be honey.
Now, when did they stop calling it bee saliva and started calling it bee regurgitation? Because at one time people would say it was just bee spit. It's bee saliva. Because people don't know, so they just throw whatever terms they can. It doesn't have to be scientific. It just has to be descriptive of what they think is happening.
Yeah. Well, it's just the end of the show forever and ever and ever. Is that what it is? Oh, look.
I don't know. We've gone 3 minutes without an interruption.
Tom Farrell, the Big T, as he's known, the Make It Make Sense guy. He's doing a Q&A on a live stream Q&A for all the Make It Make Sense things that he's done. You guys got any questions that I could ask him for Make It Make Sense?
Nope.
So everything makes sense to you. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't need him to make it make sense for me.
Oh.
Yeah, ask him what hair product I should use that will actually let my hair do what it's supposed to do.
What hair polish?
Product.
Hair polish. Who polishes their hair? Besides, it sounded an awful lot like Polish. All right. What hair product you should use for what? To keep it. Well, you look at me. I know you did look at me because you stole my hair from 1984. And what happened was I went bald. So you're hopeless. Basically, you're going to be bald. By the time you get to be my age, you'll be totally bald.
Yeah, I don't know. That's true.
Would you welcome that? Because it's a much easier lifestyle, I have to tell you. You go in the shower, you just put some soap on your head, and you no hair drying, no combing, and then all day long your hair is perfect, just like just like when you left the house.
No, because I unlike you have a very ugly shaped skull.
You think I don't have a very ugly?
Oh no, my head is shaped like an almond M&M.
Right.
It's terrifying.
My head is shaped like an almond. M&M has two smaller M&Ms on top of it. My head is shaped like an almond M&M that has smaller M&Ms on the back of it.
Yeah, mine has a stack of Smoky Links on the back of it. If you shave my head, not only do I have an almond shaped head, but I have like right here, you could probably sit a coffee container on it, and then the skin up here looks like a Shar-Pei.
Now, when you were in the Cub Scouts or whatever you were in, they made you shave your head, right?
Oh yeah, it was terrifying. I'll have to see if I can find the pictures, but they were.
Please do
horrifying.
Find that picture. Heavy Kev, can you work on that for us? Can you render him bald and we could see? I would love that.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Absolutely
because
horrible.
AI doesn't know how to do ear.
It would give him
If
two
they
heads.
take off the ear things, his headset, they will replace it with hair.
Oh, they're just gonna put and you just put an almond on a body. That's an almond M&M for the head, and that's what I look like.
All right, one of these.
Now that's what he's doing right now. Right now he's doing an AI prompt with M&M heads replacing our heads.
I did that. I said that once on stage. I can't remember. It must have been an open mic, and I turned my head, or it was a show, and I turned my head to the sideways, and people were laughing, and I was like, "All right, that's not funny."
One of these people asking Tom Farrell, Big T, make it make sense. The question on the table is why the bologna doesn't hit like it used to. Hit like it used to, not taste like it used to. It doesn't. The bologna doesn't hit like it used to. You have any theories?
The brine process? Are you talking about pickled bologna or just regular bologna?
You know what? I was thinking Oscar Mayer. Oh no, my bologna has a first name. It's OSC. No.
My grandma took all these secrets with her. She died very young, but man, she was a pickling master. She used to pickle bologna. Did you guys ever have like pickled ring bologna as children?
I didn't have pickled bologna. Pickled pig's feet.
Yeah,
Pickled
I didn't have
bologna.
that. But pickled ring bologna, my grandma used to make that. Oh my god, it was killer. And her dill pickles were awesome.
Is there an age where you have to stop eating bologna?
I don't think so because it's not. I mean, it's using every part of the pig and makes it into a little paste, and then it squirts it out. So I think you can, if you've already committed yourself to eating it.
Well, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have a bologna sandwich because what are you 5? And then
But if you're eating kosher bologna, then you're not eating every part of the pig.
That's like
you're not
saying
eating
you
any
can't
part
have
of the
ramen
pig.
noodles.
Kosher, right? No.
That's right. If it's kosher bologna, and that's what I'm saying. If it's kosher bologna, you're not eating all the parts of the pig. You're eating parts of the cow or some other animal, but not pig.
Yeah, pigs are bad. But so, why am I told I can't have a bologna sandwich? Because what am I 5?
It's the salt. It's probably the sodium. I don't know. I don't know if you got uncured bologna if it would not have salt in it. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
low
but
sodium.
he's talking about like traditional Oscar Mayer bologna. I'm like, there's a nostalgia part to it too. I'm sure. Like, there's also thick cut. Do you remember how they've got regular cut and thick cut bologna? I can't eat the thick cut. It grosses me out.
I'm a boar's head guy because I like boars.
So you're like all bougie and shit. You gotta have boar's head bologna.
Yeah.
Now I like fried bologna. And we also don't know what he means by it doesn't hit like it used to because I'm not big on cold bologna, but I really, really did like fried bologna.
Ugh. I've seen people have put ketchup on a bologna sandwich.
Well, if you put ketchup on a hot dog, why not put ketchup on bologna? It's almost the exact same thing.
It probably, I mean, literally it is. But for me, it just seems gross.
I mean, if I'm eating a hot dog, now it's funny, like if I fry the hot dog or if I cut it in half, if I fry it and cut it in half, I can eat it with mayonnaise like I would a bologna sandwich. But if it's still whole and it's boiled and not fried, it's got to be mustard or ketchup or both.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I can't have any of that stuff anymore. So I can't even have, like, if I wanted to for nostalgia reasons, not because I think it's delicious, but because I just want one.
Right.
It stimulates that part of your brain that has
Yes.
memory. And that's why we like it. I mean, even if it tastes like, even if you're like, oh, and where somebody will say to you, what are you, 5? Like, who gives a shit? I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
See,
yes.
like
I like. Lately, I've been eating ice cream sandwiches.
Oh man, do you let them get a little warm?
I did last night, not on purpose. I just forgot I had it in a bowl.
Oh, I like to mine. I do that with all my ice cream. I like it to get a little bit soft. My wife thinks I'm insane, but that's how I like it.
So you would definitely love having sex with me.
Okay. I don't think I would. I don't think that's the criteria that makes me want to have sex with you. Or like
I didn't even know that was I didn't know that was like. I never went there. And all the times I've been eating my slightly soft ice cream, I never thought anything like that.
I think that means he's got ED and he's slightly soft.
Do you guys have an ice cream truck called Mr. Softy there?
We do.
Yeah, I think so.
Wouldn't that be embarrassing to have that job? I'm Mr. Softy, like, and everybody's gonna make fun of you, like, oh yeah, is that you?
As long as they're paying for it. If that's your brand and people are paying for it, who cares?
So you care more about money than I do. Look at you. You're
No, I said their brand. You know, if that's your brand and you don't care, as long as you're making money, sure. Why would you care?
Yeah,
That's your brand.
People don't. When you see stuff like that, you have to ask yourself: did they really think about that before they named it, or did they put a lot of thought into that when they named it?
Wow.
Or that's the only name they could agree on and say we'll just work with it.
You're like, fuck it, we're gonna call it Mr. Softy.
Right. And for all we know, it could have been a woman naming it, and then she named the company after her husband.
Her
Listen, I got nothing really.
Her ex-husband. Yeah, she named the company after her ex-husband.
I have nothing really productive to add to this program this morning, obviously. But Brian Cox, he's a world-famous physicist who used to be a rock star or something back in the 80s and 90s. But
I thought Brian Cox was the guy from Secession.
From what?
Secession.
I don't know. I don't know that. You would know I didn't know that. That's why you put that out there, because you know I don't know this, and then you say I'll get away with this because Matt won't know it. But I'm watching a reel right now. He said a deck of cards. Chances are the exact order. If you look at a deck of cards, he's saying chances are that exact order of cards has never been seen before in the universe at any other time. And I can't. It's only 52 cards. There's got to be. Even forget the universe. Even in New York State, though, chances are, I think that exact order of where do you think about this statement? It's got to be a lie, right? No?
Actually, I wasn't listening to the statement. I was looking up Brian Cox, the actor who did star in Secession, and a few other things as well.
I would think that is a statement that should not occupy any part of my conscious thought.
Right.
But it's got to be wrong. Now, this guy is he's a thought leader in the physics world, and he's one of these guys out there who's putting out all these hypotheses about the universe. But that doesn't make sense. And now, if you're so wrong on such a rudimentary thing like that, why should I believe that you know about the origins of the universe and how far things
You're
go?
assuming that we're assuming that you got the quote exactly right.
Well, I'm reading the quote, so I think I get it.
Yeah, but I don't know your source. I don't know your source. And then and I've heard you read. It doesn't mean you got it right. I have heard you read 2 sentences out of the comments and go, "What the fuck did Matt just read?"
You know what? That's a fair statement because I am. Basically, what he's saying is I'm an idiot, and that's fair. That's actually probably.
No, I didn't say you were an idiot. I was just inferring that you don't know what you're reading.
Basically, what you're saying. The meaning comes down. But here, I'll let him speak for himself and risk getting a copyright strike for this.
No, you don't have to do that for me because I don't care.
Not for you. I'm doing it for me so I can risk getting this show shut down.
Every time you shuffle a deck of cards, chances are that exact order has never existed before in the history of the universe. The number of possible shuffles is 52 factorial, and 8 with 67 zeros after it. To picture it, imagine setting a cosmic stopwatch to 52 factorial seconds and pressing start. Now start walking around the Earth, but take 1 step every billion years. When you finally complete the lap, remove 1 single drop from the Pacific Ocean. Do it over and over until the ocean is empty. Then place 1 sheet of paper on the ground, refill the ocean, and start again. Repeat this until your paper stack reaches the sun 93 million miles. Every time you...
Oh, please stop. Did you follow what he just said?
Okay,
you just tuned out. You went and got a nice.
No, statistically, what he said is accurate. He said chances are. He didn't say it was impossible or that it wouldn't or it didn't happen or couldn't happen. He says chances are.
I think his chances are pretty small, right?
Well,
I mean, 52 cards.
The operative word is chances.
So then, on a quantum level, it's possible that it can happen frequently.
I would think. It probably, I mean, you're talking about cards and how many times people have shuffled the cards.
He didn't say it doesn't happen or that it couldn't happen. He said chances are it doesn't happen. That's in other words, you do it now. The next time you do it, chances are it's not going to happen. but you could do it again, sure. That's all he's saying. And statistically and literally, he's accurate.
Or is he?
If his math is correct, because doing that math is way above my understanding right now. When I used to do statistics in college, I probably would have had a better grasp on the formula. But yeah, it sounds right.
Here's my question for you, Matt. Is he there?
Matt's frozen. He can't hear you. He can't hear or answer your question.
My question then in general is, why does that occupy any space in your brain at all?
And he just says that's the kind of person he is. He loves to just have shit floating around in his head. I guess it's better than the stuff that he could be dealing with. You know? Have you seen this one? Oh, this doesn't. Yeah.
Well,
Fear
you
of the
guys
Gummy
went all
Bears.
special ops.
Oh, let's get rid of that.
I feel like it would be easy to defeat giant gummy bears.
Yeah, you chew them up.
Yeah, I mean, you mean tell me there's not enough hungry people to attack a gummy bear and just start eating?
You ever see the movie Hostel? There's a scene where this guy, or a couple of scenes where these people are trying to get through alleys, and these like kids are holding they're basically holding the alley hostage, or the street hostage. And if you go into that neighborhood, you have to give the kids candy, or they're not letting you through. And so eventually,
Eventually something happens, and then that happens, but eventually they just punch the kids because they are, after all, just children. Doesn't matter how many they are, you just start kicking and punching and punching and kicking. And then you pick up a child and you swing them around and you hit the other children with that child.
Yeah, that will work. Especially if the kid being swung is hungry or has a very sweet tooth.
You ever see that scene in, I think it's the Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan? Is it the first one? Yeah. And he's like, he has to fight the kids, but he's just like making them punch each other because he doesn't want to.
I've never seen any of the other Karate Kids after the Ralph Macchio ones.
Well, I mean, let's face it, they've totally ruined the franchise. They've completely destroyed it.
Yeah.
Because they've made the new Karate Kid TV series, Cobra Kai, just made them like the best ultimate fighters in the world. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys went too far. But yeah, they've completely ruined it, in my opinion, but whatever. But there's at least Jackie Chan, there's a good scene where he has to fight kids. And so, but he of course doesn't hurt them because they're children. But he just basically makes them fight each other, accidentally kick each other. He'll swing them around where they kick each other. It's funny.
By chance, no, because you didn't see the Spider-Man movie.
I did not see the Spider-Man movie yet.
There is a fight scene that Spider-Man is fighting the Hand, and the people that choreographed Jackie Chan's fights choreographed that fight scene.
Oh, so Jackie Chan choreographed it?
No, well, they just said the people who choreographs his fights. I know Jackie Chan does his own stunts, so, and I don't know if he's still choreographing his own stuff.
I think I'm pretty sure. I always thought that he was like the main choreographer for the fights.
I don't know. Maybe he has a team now. I don't know.
Maybe
that's what they reported.
He's getting much older, so.
So now I got to check that out. But yeah, but that was what they were saying. The fight scenes were pretty cool. You know, they were Jackie Chanish. And I like the fact that Tom Holland can do a lot of his own little stunts.
Yeah, that is good. I mean, as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Well, I don't even care about that as long as, because if I'm paying for money, somebody's got to get hurt. I want to hear about no, I'm just teasing. I want to hear the film was delayed 2 weeks because of a sprained ankle. I was like, oh, great, okay.
Yeah.
And then tell me which scene it happened in so I can see it. I mean, okay, did you watch The Crow?
Yeah.
And before you found out what scene happened where he got shot, the scene that actually killed him, were you looking for the film? Were you looking to see where he was shot? Like, could you tell which scene he was in when he got shot?
Yeah. It's the pawn shop scene. Good damn you, StreamYard. This is StreamYard at its finest.
Yes. So did you hear the question about
It's the pawn shop scene.
No. That's no.
Yeah.
It's actually the scene where he's coming into the bedroom when they're attacking his girlfriend. That's the scene they shoot it. That's where he shot.
What? I heard.
We're talking about the movie The Crow. You didn't see it. Don't worry.
No, I always thought it was the pawn shop scene.
No, it's the scene where he's coming into the bedroom to stop them to kind of like rescue his girlfriend.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, that's when that's when he's actually shot.
Damn.
Everything is wrong. Everything is broken.
But I didn't know that. I could not tell, and when I was watching it, I kept assuming it was when he was tapping. You know, when he was fighting, when he was on the table and is shooting from around the table, and that was.
Yeah, that's where you would expect it to be. That's why I always thought it was the pawn shop scene, because that scene that would kind of.
Because nobody, I hear you, but you don't hear me, and you don't see me. I don't
blame
see you.
StreamYard.
I don't see you. I see. I don't see either one of you. I just see me, which is very weird.
Matt is doing wrong.
Now I see you. I see GD, but I don't see the Beeve, and he's gone. He's gone. Is he gone?
He's still here. I see him.
You see him?
Yeah, I'd even hear him if he were talking.
You see when I do this and what's going in my...
No. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I think we should definitely complain to StreamYard and say you are messing with our income.
Whenever I complain to StreamYard, they know I'm not Matt, and they keep asking me questions that only Matt would know.
Obviously, there's a StreamYard problem, but I'm also having a general internet problem because I couldn't even go to like Google for a second.
I mean, you got to do the simple stuff, and if all the simple stuff doesn't work, which I know it's not going to, you clear all your cookies, you do a restart, all that other stuff, and it still happens. It's fucking StreamYard. It's been happening to us pretty frequently where it'll freeze up, and I know it's not our internet because, like I said, me and the Swan both work from home telemedicine, and we have no delay.
So you and Swan live together?
And I am seeing patients all over the entire country. So
wow,
it's not us.
And a lot from Maryland, who as a matter of fact, all of the customers that John has in Maryland have heard of me.
No, so far no one has said yes. But I did have somebody say that she was going to look you up because she liked comedy.
Wow.
And I said, well, then don't bother.
So
pick the plan that it's pretty expensive shit here.
Now, just out of curiosity, when I logged into StreamYard this morning, the first thing it asked, I had a new screen that was not there before, and it was asking me about cookies and rejecting and stuff like that. Did you guys see that screen this morning?
Yeah, I did, and I'm gonna have to log into mine later and see if there's something that I should be doing. Because usually I just close those, I don't even pay attention to them.
Yeah, I just rejected all the cookies.
But usually it's something like, oh, we've got this new thing that you don't need.
Yeah, this is something about them collecting cookies for, do I want to customize it? Do I want to reject them all or accept them all? And I just said reject them all. Now I'm wondering if this is their payback. Oh, you reject our cookies? Well, fuck you.
See, somebody in my neighborhood was complaining because there's a Facebook group for my neighborhood. They were complaining, and other people were saying they switched to Verizon Fios. So I thought, okay, I'll do that. I just went to Verizon Fios right now, and then it said, we'll notify you when it becomes available in your neighborhood. Somebody in my neighborhood has it, so notify me now. Or unless they're lying, they lied, right?
No, they may not have come all the way down to your part of the road. It's linear. So it's like I'm just saying, let's say you live in the middle of a long road, and let's say the road is like a half a mile long. Someone at one end could have it because the Fios came down, but it stopped before it gets to your part, your house. And they can get it from the other end. You can actually have people on both sides of you because when they did the ring for the Verizon,
They came around like this, and they only came a quarter mile down this way and a quarter mile down that way, and they stopped, either because the money ran out or they said, houses per dollar, we won't see that money back for too long, so we'll just stop right here.
I got to go ask Tom Farrell to make it make sense about that, because it's not making sense. Yeah, you think that makes sense? It doesn't make sense. All right, then. We should end this nonsense because it's no good. It's just no good. Do you agree? Or can we agree upon?
You're like, you guys are.
Can we agree to
lame?
not disagree about whether this is no good?
Which this are you talking about?
This thing, whatever this is.
this
no
thing.
Good.
This thing
Look at
called.
Tom Farrell's got a painting behind him. That you know what? I don't often say this, but I could do better than that.
I don't often say this, but whoever set me up with a lineable, Mind Dog, thanks a lot.
A what?
A lineable? Thing bugs me all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hate that alignable stuff. I have people. I don't even know how to use that fucking thing. It's like people who recommend somebody, like recommend them. Well, how do I recommend them? Who do I recommend them to? Well, yeah, I recommend John Beaver if you were doing a podcast or you want to produce a open mic night in Michigan somewhere, right? That's what. And who do I know who wants to produce an open mic night or be on a podcast? Nobody. So what am I? Why am I even on Alignable? And why am I recommending you to GD Fenderson? You know what, GD? I don't know. You do this thing called so Beyond Funny, whatever. So I'd like to recommend John Beaver to be a guest on your.
He's been a guest.
No, I mean again.
I haven't had a repeat guest yet.
Really? Not a repeat?
No, the first one would have been the first person, I think. Well, all right. Technically, I did have a repeat guest, but that's because the very first episode, I forgot to hit record. And so that episode never went out. It never got recorded. We just did the interview, and it was really good for the first interview. And then I realized I didn't hit record, and I had to call him back, and it was awful. The second one was not as good.
What's our new podcast that's called What Makes Us Sleep? And all it is just going to be a direct link to GD's podcast, What Makes Us Laugh.
So what does make us laugh?
Not GD's podcast called What Makes Us Laugh.
Not, I will consult with my good friend, Deaf and Dumb Mike, and he would tell me he couldn't tell me. It's sign language. What makes us laugh?
He's not. Oh, never mind. You just said he was deaf and dumb.
Oh, what? He's not deaf and dumb? He is deaf and dumb. You don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about my friend, Deaf and Dumb Mike. You don't know him. You've never met him. Deaf and Dumb Mike.
Lives in Canada.
All right, I think it's time to wrap this up. I got to call Fios and do something about this. I'm not sure what the hell the problem is. Whether it's StreamYard and my internet all fucking up at once, or somebody help me. Help.
Did you get us? Did you get us off of Govs?
Oh no, maybe that's the problem. It's all.
Do you have to?
Gov's,
Well,
it's all Gov's fault, isn't it?